I'm trying a new camera angle, so I'm not sure if you can see me, but help on the way to Slipknot transition. First, there's just this arpeggio, G minor arpeggio, kind of going from G minor to C, the way I see it. So we walk up the G minor arpeggio, 10th fret of the D string, or A string, 8th fret of the D string, 7th fret of the G string, then 10th of the G string. 10, so yeah, 10, 8, 7, 10. I probably butchered how I said that, but that's what makes it C minor to me, because root, major, 3rd, 5th of G minor, and then you end on C. Then you do the same thing on the string set below it. Same frets, 10, 8, 7, 10 on low E, 8 on the A string, 7 on the D string. Then you end on that G note on the A string. You can also play that up here. It's not as comfortable for me. That might be what Jerry does. 10, 18, 10, 13 on the A, and then 12, 10 on the D string. I like. Then it goes in this diminished arpeggio. Diminished scale, if you don't know, is just all minor thirds stacked on top of each other and going up. So what that means is, if we consider that chord D fully diminished, there are only really, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 diminished chords. I believe it'd be 4, because every time you go up 3 frets, it's the same diminished chord. So D diminished, F diminished, A flat, or let's see, B diminished, F diminished, B diminished, and A flat diminished. They all have the same notes in them if you examine them. So there's only really a few diminished scales. But you go up from the 12th fret, and that reminds me of Django, which was Django Reinhardt, which is a huge influence on Jerry. So we have walking down, up and down the diminished scale. I think of it as D diminished because it starts on a D, but it could be F diminished, A flat diminished, or B diminished. They all have the same notes in them, just organized differently. So 12, 15 on the D string, which is D to F. The only notes of the scale are D, F, A flat, and B. So 12, 15 on the D, 13 on the G, and then 12, 15. The way I remember is 12, 15 on the D and B, and 13 on the G. That's a good way to practice it. 12, 15, next string, 13, next string, 12, 15, 12. And he does a sequence when he goes down. So up, sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The sequence is descending down 4s, then going to the note before it in the scale, descending. So it goes down 4 from 15, then it goes down 4 from 12, then it goes down 4 from 13. So first from the D, then from the, it just goes backwards. So and there's a tab attached. Well, I forgot to attach it, but I will attach it. The next part. Well, we go, basically the chords are E minor, B minor, F sharp minor, A minor, E minor, B minor, A minor, E minor, and then A major, A minor, kind of. So we walk up an E minor arpeggio. It's like the cage system. Think of our E minor here, then go up 14 on the D string, then 12, 12, 12, then down to B minor 7. So it's kind of like B minor, up 12 frets, but you have that pinky, 17, 14 on the E, then 15, 16 on the B and G. So, and then we do F sharp minor 7. This is going from the 7th to the 5th, all of these. 7th to the 5th, to the minor 3rd for all of them, and then the root. So this one's 17, 14 on the B, 14, 16 on the G and the D, and you do the same thing 2 frets lower. It's the same thing. Go 2 frets lower. And then you have, after that, so right up E minor, 14, 12, 12, 12, 17, 14, 15, 16, 17, 14, 14, 16. And it's good to know it by number, but I really encourage you to be like, okay, if you're practicing, this is the minor 7th, 5th, 3rd, minor 3rd, root, for all of them. So it goes E minor, B minor 7, but so after we play 2 frets low, once you go into a, what is this, a B minor, 14, 11 on the G, minor 7th, perfect 5th, minor 3rd, root, so 14, 11, 12, 14, and this is all in the tab. I'm going to attach it, and then you do that 2 frets down, so it's like B minor, A minor, and then E minor, you go just down a string, so down 2 frets, down a string. What I mean is by shape, just like that shape, so minor 7th shape. So if we pick any root now, let's say B, and do a minor 7th off that, it always goes, I use pinky and then skip 2 frets on the next string. Obviously this only works for on the the E string and the A string, because once you get here, you know, the B and the G are tuned differently. So, sorry, I'm a little rusty. I literally just found this tab today. Then it goes, it modulates from A minor to A major, the relative, or not the relative major, just modulates from A minor major. Sometimes I hear that, sometimes I hear where you add the D note, kind of like Sugar Magnolia here, open 2nd, pull off, 4, 2, open, off the A major, that's our major 3rd, the 2nd, root. Or, kind of sounds cool to make it a C kind of thing. Bring those 2 to 5. That solo's on there too. Hope that made sense. Love you guys.